There we go. Heading to Door County, Wisconsin in search of the whitefish and maybe some of those giant Green Bay walleyes.
I'm Dan Eigen, full-time guide and avid outdoorsman. These days, it's easy to get stuck inside in a virtual world. But the real world is outside. So I challenge you to put your instincts to work, making real memories with real people. Because we love it outdoors. The We Love It Outdoors crew is in a full-fledged packing frenzy once again. This time with a little cold weather twist. I'm packing up the ice rods and loading up the snow bear, and we're heading our way back to Lake Michigan's Green Bay for a little hard water rendezvous with one of the hottest ice fishing destinations in the country right now.
There you have it. Simple as that. The whitefish, it sounds like it's an automatic just because there are so many of them, and there's also a chance at a gigantic walleye. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that in the morning and the evening and fishing the whitefish during the day. So it's going to be fun.
It seems like just yesterday the family and I were making this same trip in what turned out to be a wild open water salmon fishing frenzy.
Got him! Big fish!
We love it! Lake Michigan salmon, look at that! But Wisconsin's Door County is a year-round destination, and I can't wait to discover what makes this spot such a winter wonderland. Our destination is a stretch of shoreline called Sand Bay, just south of Sturgeon Bay on the Green Bay side of the Door County Peninsula. Longtime guide and professional angler Dale Stroshine owns and operates a beautiful piece of property here called Sand Bay Beach Resort. It'll be our base of operations this week. And we'll have one of the best young guides on the bay showing us the way, Aaron Pribyl of Wacky Walleye Guide Service.
Good to see you. Welcome to Sand Bay Beach Resort.
Thank you very much. Nice to
Hope you
meet
enjoy
you.
yourself. Absolutely.
It's a beautiful place.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Beautiful night.
Yeah, we should be out walleye fishing right now.
We should.
Prime time, right?
Can we go do that quick?
Oh, you bet, Dan.
Before we get out on the water tomorrow, I've got to make a few adjustments from Walleye Dan to Whitefish Dan. So Aaron gives us the lowdown on his favorite presentation for targeting the nomadic whitefish.
Dan, I'll show you what we're using here. We have a medium action rod here. You want something that has a lot of backbone, but you also want a soft tip so you can visually see these bites of these whitefish. And what we're using is a variety of these jigging spoons here. You want something that has a lot of flash. And what you're doing is I have the jigging spoon at the bottom and a 12 to 14 inch lead going up to a barrel swivel because you want to eliminate line twist if you can. And on top of that, I have a small treble hook on top of there. And when you're pounding the bottom like that for the whitefish, that really entices them and builds an audience. So this treble hook they've been biting on a lot as well, so it's been really good. So
And you're tipping that?
yeah, tipping that with any grub has
Okay.
been working really good for the whitefish.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Our first morning on the Green Bay ice. And the snow bear is in motion long before first light. Unlike many species, the whitefish bite is actually best during midday. So Aaron, myself, and Mills Fleet Farm fishing products buyer Brian Sticka are going to spend the early lowlight hours on the hunt for the legendary trophy walleyes that roam these waters.
Right here. This is gonna be the bad boy bait right here. Let's go stick an eye.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. You know, 20 degrees, you know, which is really comfortable for an ice fisherman. We're gonna be seeing that sunrise coming up over the top of the trees here in just a little bit. But you know, this is the time of the morning that, you know what, if we catch a fish, it's almost a bonus.
Our first spot is fishless, so we moved to a small hump where Sand Bay Beach resort owner Dale Stroshine and his client group have found some signs of life. So we're on spot number 2, but we just got the call from Dale, who's working his clients out here. They're on top of the hump. We're just right off the edge of the base here, and they just popped a couple of big walleyes.
Oh, yeah.
Dale's got one.
Ew. That is a powerful fish, boy.
Just had a little bit of a tick. I dropped that jig back down and he just smashed it. Yeah, oh. Yeah, this is always kind of the time of truth, you know, right here where they get to this hole. Trying to get some of these good ones in can be really tough.
Wow. Wow. Okay, get that head up here.
Here he comes, he's coming. Oh,
Look at that walleye! That is your walleye. You put your mitts on that.
yeah, it's a
Nice
beautiful
job.
fish, boy.
Wow. That is a gorgeous walleye. Wow.
I've been working this thing for a week and a half with no bites. This area gets so pressured, you know, from the weekend guys and this and that and the other thing. And there's a little saddle back in here where there's a deep water trough. And this is where it comes back up on the west side of that. And I thought, you know, maybe those fish just got pushed across from where we've been typically fishing them on that other structure, and they've relocated just because of the pressure. And I'll tell you what, I mean, for a new spot, it even gets more exciting.
Oh, boy.
Massive Green Bay, sealed in snow and ice. A startling, beautiful landscape that disguises an incredible winter fishery.
Ew.
Our ice fishing adventure is already off to an awesome start, with a couple of honest-to-goodness wall hanger walleyes.
Look at that walleye!
But as midday approaches, we decide to switch gears, leave the shoreline structure, and head for the wide open water in search of roaming packs of Green Bay whitefish.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what, we're out vast open water, whitefish country. We're out on a whitefish spot. We're probably about 5 miles from the resort, believe it or not, from our travel point. But yeah, this is our whitefish spot. We're working these real deep water breaks, about 80, you know, down to 60 feet of water here. So there's a lot of different ledges and stuff. And this is where the whitefish have been congregating. And you know what? We're gonna hook up on the whitefish today, Dan.
How about that?
Right now what I'm using is a Berkeley Gulp wax worm right here, and these are really great because you can go all day and basically, you know, one jar, it'll last a long time. This is our basic rig right here. We got a spoon on the bottom, lead going up to a barrel silver on top of that. We have that slider hook on here, which really entices the whitefish. So I'm all baited up now with my Berkeley Gulp waxies, and I'm gonna go down and start getting some whitefish.
I'm going to do the same thing Aaron's doing, except for gulp. I'm going to try these butter worms. And what they are is they're almost a waxworm on steroids. They're about 2 to 3 times bigger, and they have a little different color. They're redder.
There he is.
Look at that. Nice job, Pribyl.
See, what you want to do with these whitefish is you just want to get a good gain on them, but also it's very important to play that out. Let that rod do the work, lift them up, reel down to them. Yeah, by lifting that rod, you're avoiding some of those head shakes there.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's coming up, he's coming up. There he is.
Atta buddy.
Look at that. Not a bad whitefish at all.
Nice job. That one hit on the pimp, or what do you got, a Castmaster?
Castmaster, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little golden maroon there.
And what kind of bait are you using?
I'm using a Berkeley Gulp Waxy.
Okay, so I'm thinking that's what I'm going to have to change to,
Oh,
huh?
yeah. I gotta
Can
do
I
what's
borrow
working.
a couple of those?
Yeah, you bet. Go ahead.
Thanks, buddy.
Here he is. Ooh, real nice looking whitefish. Look at the size of this whitefish. Woo! Brian, number one, you got bit and you're on the board. Look at that. I'll tell you what, big Door County whitefish, Brian. Look at the size of that. What do you think about that bite?
I'll tell you what, that's a lot of fun for
Absolutely. Real great looking whitefish. You know what? These are going to be great for smoking.
especially in 50 feet of water. It's not a short fight like shallow water.
Oh yeah, you got to play them out real nice and easy. You know, make up for that line stretch with that. So, but yeah, real nice looking whitefish. Hold that guy up.
And he bit on the bottom hook too, so.
Yeah, that he did. So.
He must be aggressive.
Yeah, it's a great first fish. Keep at it. Congratulations.
You bet. Thank you.
Yep. There we go.
Right on.
See him yet?
Nope, not yet. He's got to be getting closer. Oh yeah, look at the size of that one.
Oh!
Door County whitefish. Make the first one the biggest one, right?
Like
Look at that.
a lot.
Yeah, hold that guy up.
Okay,
You're on the board.
I am on the board. That's my
All right.
first Door County whitefish right there.
Really great table fare. Great for pickling, smoking, baking. You know, they're really universal that way.
That's a
You give
beautiful
fair-
fish.
Absolutely. Right on.
Sweet! Before I came out here, the guys said the whitefish were automatic. Of course, I hear that all the time, but this time they were right, and we found ourselves in the midst of a whitefish frenzy. Oh, oh yeah! Thank you. Look at that.
Need plenty of ice and
How about that, guys? 2 hours of fishing, 25 whitefish.
Yep.
How can you beat that?
Yeah, I know. Great transition. Walleyes in the morning, whitefish during the day. You can't beat it,
No,
baby.
you can't. We love it! Whoever came up with the cliche, things can change overnight, just might have had Door County, Wisconsin in mind.
Here we go, day 2. Little different conditions, we'll say a lot different. We've got some wet, heavy snow. Snow Bear's gonna be happy today. We're gonna actually go out, chase the walleyes, kind of similar to yesterday. Fish walleyes for a while this morning, and then shift gears, maybe catch a few more whitefish, so we have a few more for our shore lunch. We're gonna do an on-ice shore lunch today, so beautiful morning. We'll go see if those walleyes are biting.
As a veteran fishing guide myself, one of the aspects of this trip that has been really fun to see is the energy and enthusiasm of a young guide like Aaron Pribyl. I know the grind that this young man goes through, but when you listen to him talk about the outdoors, it's pretty obvious this 19-year-old has found his calling.
I grew up in Kewanee, Wisconsin. That's south of here, about 40 minutes of the Door County area, and we've always had a really strong, hunting and fishing heritage growing up to Lake Michigan. All the salmon anglers, the commercial fishing, and the phenomenal deer hunting, all these tributaries and lakes, everything else. There's so many opportunities to catch fish.
Oh, there's a big one.
I think the biggest thing for me is that the experience that I've had with my dad in the outdoors, whether it be hunting, fishing, traveling, camping, stuff like that. He's always taught me the way, father and son, or even father and daughter, any experiences like that is so important, and it's just, I can't even put a word on it. That's what I absolutely love about ice guiding and guiding with Dale. Every day, there's always a new challenge that you face, and you just want to get over that. So much blood, sweat, and tears, if you will. I mean, there's so much that goes in ice guiding. And 99% of it relates back, to getting that work just for the one day ahead for our customers to go out and have a great experience.
Look at the size of this whitefish. Brian.
I've just always felt like I could be an advocate for the outdoors. I've always had a dream of guiding, being in the outdoor industry, and much of my dreams when I was younger became a reality for me. Working with a lot of different people, and it's just been such a great experience.
We're back on the walleye hotspot, and our young gun guide is the first to sniff out a biter.
There you go. Brian. Come on. Oh, there he is. He's coming. Oh, baby. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Door County. Big walleye.
Nice walleye.
Hey, pound it.
Good job, Aaron.
Overcast conditions, baby, I'll tell you what. You cannot beat this.
Look at that.
Big
huh?
walleyes. Look at that wrap. Just pummel that perch fire tiger wrap. Real nice looking golden walleye. That's how you do it.
Beautiful
Pound it.
job. Way to go, Aaron.
That's how you do it. Just came up and pummeled that. I went to hop and he was there, Dan. It was just game on.
Oh, sweet.
Real nice looking fish. This is a big female here, and we're gonna let this fish go back. It's always great to see catch release, and we're gonna get this fish back to see another day. Oh, there she goes. Slowly but surely, she's on her way. That's how you do it.
For the big water walleyes, location is probably the most important factor for success. You've got to locate these fish on miles and miles of structure. But once you get on them, presentations are pretty simple. For us, the most effective was a small jigging rapala, tipped with a small minnow head. I've got about 18 inches of 8-pound fluorocarbon leader tied to my main line, which is 8-pound Power Pro. And of course, a good sonar unit to give you your underwater eyes is also key, especially with finicky walleyes.
Oh, look at that fish. Oh, it is a hog. Okay, here we go. Brian, will you, maybe, yeah, pull the tranny. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to open the door. It's a big one, boys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. My heart is racing. Look at that, look at that, look at that fish. I'm serious, I haven't had a fish on like this in a long time. Oh, come on, baby. Yep, Aaron, just hang tight, buddy, hang tight. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Come on up, get up here, buddy, get up here. Oh, yes! That is why we came up here. Oh man, unbelievable walleye. Oh.
It's rare that a fish will leave me nearly speechless, but a walleye like this will do it every time.
I'm serious, my heart was just racing. I mean, I've caught a lot of walleyes, but you know when you have a nice one on, and that is a nice one. Look at that, man.
And the best part is, our Door County ice adventure isn't over yet.
And it is going back. Yes!
Before this trip, you would have had a hard time convincing me that there was anything much better than Door County in the summer.
I did it!
But after the last day and a half, I'm changing my tune.
Oh, yes!
Oh, watch him going up for that. After another fantastic morning walleye bite, we're back on the Whitefish and having some fun with the latest in underwater camera technology. And it's like, you know what? That's how you miss so darn many. It's like I was setting the hook as soon as that thing sucked her in. And if you aren't setting the hook when that happens, it's like you're missing. So, look at that. Yes! Look at that. I love it. It's pretty cool. Draw them in with that little size 2 jigging wrap and finish them off with a size 14 treble hook. That thing didn't have a clue. There we go. Oh my word, they're following me down. Look at that. I gotta tease them for a little bit. Oh my. Yoo-hoo! Come here, you little rascal. That one hit the top one. Yes!
Ooh. It's a nicer one. It's not hooked that well, but you know what? I'm gonna try to put this baby on top of the ice this time. These underwater cameras, I'm telling you, they are so fun, so effective. You know, we were watching sonars before, and you know what, they work, but it's like when you are using a camera, you know exactly when that fish is sucking it in, and they spit it out in a hurry. So it's nice to be able to really set the hook into them like that. Yeah, that one bit on the jig and wrap there. But look at that. Just a beautiful Green Bay whitefish.
The Wacky Walleye Guide Service crew has a big group on the ice this afternoon, so cameraman Mike Hayner has offered to put down the camera and put on his chef's hat to whip up some fresh whitefish for shore lunch on ice.
I gotta let the oil heat up a little bit here. I figured I'd drop a jig down. Why not,
man.
right? Oh yeah, that's a beauty. This is a horse.
It is,
This
huh?
is a horse, you bet.
Nice.
This is a big one, Dan. There we go, huh?
Nice
It's
job
not a
there,
jug,
Mike.
but a
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I don't want to
We'll
get
take
hooked
her
by
out.
that
That's a
little wrap.
smoker. Ooh, that's a smoker, all
Nice
right. You bet.
job.
Yep.
Right here.
All right.
Even the cook catches them. Look at that. Woo! Nice. This really is hard to beat. Catching fish, eating fish
All right.
at the same time.
Okay, Dan. No time to talk. I gotta get another batch in.
Okay, well,
The
give me
oil's
some of
hot.
that. Give me some of that other stuff.
Here,
then,
I tell you
please.
what, why don't you, I got a big batch here. We got some hardy guests over in the other houses that are catching them.
Yeah?
I think they might be pretty happy if you popped in and laid this on them.
Room service.
Fresh whitefish on the plate and on the line.
Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. Biggest one of the day. You deserve a piece of fish for that.
Oh, thank you.
Nice work.
We appreciate it.
Good job.
In fact, everybody out here is enjoying the Green Bay Whitefish Feast. You know, our great country is loaded with amazing outdoor opportunities and destinations. But I'm here to tell you, spring, summer, fall, or winter, it's awfully tough to top this little corner of the world called Door County, Wisconsin. And yes, we love it. Continue this adventure by visiting your local Mills Fleet Farm store or shop online at fleetfarm.com for all your sporting good needs and more. fleetfarm.com.